Astra Abyssosque.
Hi, Catherine! Do you have any
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this? Please attend... and if possible, please also use your...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears... In that case, please go to Port Armo...
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure...
Paimon's gotta ask. Just...
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to...
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of... Ah! So it's Nahida! From when she said... Add Astra Abyssosque? So it's been you this whole time? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the... In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace. And I also got to sit on a gigantic... You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone... Huh? No! By the way... Yes, I paid her condition is, but for the moment... Right. So our first... Oh! We'll need a strategy. Let's continue our... Okay, so actually, I've already done... I've already tried that. It seems that from the very beginning, Have you already caught the Satan? I'm guessing... In any case... We're in the dark as of now. After all... No, wait, you mean it'd be... No, it's not that. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goal. That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru. Nahida, according to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the AKIM... Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly, then I should find someone who's already involved. You're saying we should recruit a spy? Oh, before coming back, we met... Actually, I already have someone in mind. Setaria. We ran into her base. Paimon still She was born in the... Oh, Paimon! The name Setaria means star. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. Soon after, the star witnessed the star began to waver. But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes. From the sound of it, Setaria... But she doesn't really support the academia. Indeed. When there, she's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already... Right. That way, from my past up tomorrow afternoon to prepare. This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling. No, I already have enough information on Setaria. Talking style?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fate? The divine voice of wisdom.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh! My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Of course. It would seem that Harut and
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Love prospect. The god, one who is fated to cross your path, will appear on Harut. Marut, did you two spoil my divination?
Actually, Paimon thinks...
I admit that the...
Is that so?
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and...
Is this another one? Yep. It belongs to AKIM. His fault when I start talking with him. Listen.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great...
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Kath?
Speaking of...
I suppose you could say it all started with my... After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret.
That's nice.
Oh, no, not...
I see. I'll have someone in...
No problem.
This should be our final stop. Nahida, you've really... It's my duty to protect Samira's...
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? If I recall...
After all, but...
What an atom... So this rest...
That's right.
I see.
Sataria is already used to avoiding her. I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites import, although it's all just a boatload of nonsense. The faith... Oh, Paimon gets it! Although she knew she should return home to help the people... Well, the Scarlet King is long gone. And Sataria is also too... If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's blood... But, if we were to... So, you mean... Yep. As long as everything goes smoothly... Exactly. Huh? That's no problem at all. Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them. You're not wrong. It's always been... if it was at all possible. Yeah, don't beat yourself. All right. She comes! Sataria's here! Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to us for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, NABIYA?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Mart.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Sorry, your new...
Please pay no mind to those kinds of detail the gods are asking. Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone... home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. And if I may ask, NABIYA, is there a specific god who's speaking to you?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can—
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his... I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Whoa! She just ran off in a hurry. Well done. Sitaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida. All I know are some... Anyway, He's at AKIM's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Huh? Wasn't he nursing
He sprained his arm.
Actually, while we're talking about him,
Yeah, he's been retired.
if you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken. He has a quick temper.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose...
AKIM, you don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this! You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right, but once everything is over, I'll be... Come on! Sitaria's already started talking with...
So, she's like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. I celebrated the Sub-Zeros.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be—
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could...
QISHAN, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well!
What an absurd question. You make it sound like, in reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed?
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sitaria's still trying to run from her She can no longer justify... Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! This is the most important part of all.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? please help me pass a message?
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the long child of the Scarlet King. Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
I've also been running from my guilt, but no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing...
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of...
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed... Please tell me, what can I...
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zeru's festival, but I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. Let me see...
The academia entrance.
Don't worry about that. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the academia.
All right, I trust you.
So,
that'll depend.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring the Traveler's execution was ingenious. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow, pray. But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom? No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars.